Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first day of an amazing 21 days. As you all know, my name is Ileana, and today we're going to be doing an exercise of the conglomeration of three things, three main things: grounding, clearing, and protecting. And you've heard me talk about these things several times, okay? And I've quickly gone over how to do most of it, but I thought it would be kind of cool to do a guided sort of meditation with these things as a visual exercise. So, just to kind of set a few things up here, I want you to breathe in and out, in through your mouth and out. Breathe in, breathe out. So, close your eyes. Never mind the picture, okay? And take a few breaths in through the nose. Do a few breaths, just like this. In and out. And I want you to focus on your weight, the weight of your body. And the weight of your body is being pulled into the earth. So we know through physics and science that two bodies are attracted to each other and they pull towards each other. So, as much as the earth is pulling us to it, we too are exerting a force on the earth. So, you could kind of think of this like energetic strings between us, between you and me, between us and the earth. And right now, just imagine those strings from your body going down to the center of the earth. Imagine those strings of gravity connecting you and feel them through your weight, through the force that's being exerted between you and the planet. Feel gravity. And when you can see those strings and when you feel gravity, take a deep breath in through the nose and say, I'm grounded. From there, we're going on to clearing and there's a few different ways we can do this, but this is my favorite. Okay, so imagine a brilliant light in your chest shining bright as the sun, and its rays extending far out and beyond your body, your energy fields shining out. And as it shines, it pushes out any blocks or low energy pockets. And as it pushes them out of you, you can just see them being pushed out to the outer rim of your aura. And just it's sort of like oil dripping down to the bottom of your feet. And then following the strings of gravity, we see all the way down to the center of the earth where they will be transformed into different energy. And as that light keeps pushing all that out, imagine how that light is moving up the spine, nice and slow, all the way up to the tip and back down, all the way down. And it's moving down, it's still pushing everything out. But now you're moving up and down the body, making sure that we get everywhere and pushing everything out. Just kind of let it move up and down the body a few times. Your intuition will tell you when it is clear. Just keep breathing and you'll know. You'll be calmer. I'm just going to keep going with this light up and down my spine, pushing everything out to the outer edges of my aura, then down to my feet and through the strings down to the center of the earth where it's being transformed. You can think of the center of the earth as a little mini star, and there's a nice molten core there. And there's lots of energy there. You can do a lot of good things when you get your cue or when you just feel it. Maybe just feel like you've done a few scans and you feel like you've been cleared. Take a deep breath in through your nose and say, I am clear. And now we're going to go on to the last part, protection. This one's a little bit easier. We're just going to pop a bubble around ourselves, nice. bubbles all the way around ourselves. And you can make that bubble blue, you can make it gold, you can make it white. Whatever you feel is most protecting for you in that moment. But I find that those three colors work best for me and in general for most people. I tend to lean towards gold and white. I think most people just imagine that bubble is just around you and it's rotating in beats, giving off a hum. If you went, you can add whatever protection is comfortable for you. You can put symbols on it. Okay, that's called encoding the data. It's like giving it instructions. You can just say to it, I don't want anything to come in, or with a symbol like a shield all around the edges, all around you on the bubble. Put shields up all around you, maybe even above and below you, just for an extra bit of protection. So that the bubble knows you don't want anything in. When you've got the bubble around you, take a deep breath into through your nose and say, I'm protected now. One last thing I like to do sometimes is string cutting. And I like to cut the strings that are no longer serving me. Strings to people, past events, whatever they are. But in this moment, see yourself with everything that you've done and see the strings going out everywhere from all directions, all around. Those are attached to people and all kinds of things. And those are the things that your energy is linked to. And their energy is linked to you, but it can interfere with your energy. So it's good to just clear those strings. So I imagine a great big sword going around and cutting all of those strings. Just great big hacks, taking them all down, cutting free like a puppet. Sometimes you can see another version of yourself doing it, or if you want to put some extra umph in it, imagine Archangel Michael. Call upon him to help you with the cutting of your strings. And he'll walk around you from every angle and cut all of the strings. Now, if there's someone in particular that you're having a hard time with, maybe you're in conflict with them, maybe you keep playing over a situation in your mind about what happened, or something that might happen, but it's tied to a specific person. Imagine that person standing in front of you, strings, like lots of them, like a web between the two of you. And imagine one of those paper cutter cleavers just coming down and just chopping, cutting the strings in one fell swoop. And then that person turns and walks away from you. And you see them walking through a doorway, and they shut that door. Listen for the door to close. And when it does, say, thank you for everything you've taught me. Goodbye. And every time that person pops into your mind after that, do that same thing. Thank you for everything you've taught me. Goodbye. And you imagine again the strings being cut with the cleaver. Have them walk away from you with their back turned to you. When they go through the door and close the door, say thank you for what you've taught me. Goodbye. And this should help with your clearing. Now, we're going to repeat these 3 affirmations again before we end this exercise. Deep breath in through the nose. Say, I am grounded. Another one into the nose. I am clear. Another. Deep breath in through the nose. I am protected. Just one more. I am free of strings. And go ahead and open your eyes. And if you followed along, you should be feeling just as I do, calmer, clearer, kind of like you can almost hear a bell ring. There's just a clarity to your energy. You'll feel calmer, more peace. anything all that had been giving you any kind of anxious sensation tends to fall away with this exercise. Okay? Now, it seems long for now, but you will get to a point where you can get to this state of relaxation and clear and ground and protect yourself within a couple of minutes. You can do it in your car, you can do it in the grocery store. Okay? Anybody with empathy, if you go into a grocery store, you can get an anxious kind of overwhelming sensation when you're around a lot of people. Same as in a shopping mall. It can be a little bit overwhelming. And it can get to the point that you will feel that you're actually being psychically attacked. So, what you're trying to do is move from the anxiety. You can get this really quickly in your mind in one, two, three, ground, clear, and protect. And more than 95% of the time, you will get mega results from that. So I hope this exercise has helped you, and I hope you utilize it. This is obviously for anybody. You don't have to be an empath, but I'm going to say that as an empath, it's a key tool that needs to be done on a daily basis and case by case scenario, even if you have to do it multiple times a day. It just works, and it will keep you clear, and it will keep you free of all of the buildups that would normally be happening that would eventually get to a tipping point or a boiling point. So I do hope this works for you. Namaste, and I love you.